Okay, so today we will be doing our homework on graphs. Let me share my screen. Okay, I want to now I have a now I don't know if you can see that this is small. Can everyone see that screen?
I can see, but it's really small.
A little
Yeah,
bigger.
I was trying to put them side by side, but to go side by side,
And you blow it up, going too big.
yeah, the but I can put them like they were before, and it's bigger, but they won't be side by side. See, it's nice when you have the graph and then you have the questions for the graph. But Mercedes, you can't see this. Marietta, you can't see this.
I can. It's really fine. I can see, but the words beside that points to the graph in the box. I can't see those too fine. I can't read
Okay,
them.
well that's okay. I'll go over them
I
for
can
you.
only see take at the top of the box. Take.
Yeah, but don't worry about it. You don't really have to read these so much. I can tell you what they are. It's just saying these are the bars, and this is the heading, and these are this is horizontal here, and this is vertical here, and calories are on the vertical, and age groups are on the horizontal. All
What's
right.
supposed to be on the page of the one you sent me, Miss Barbara?
I think what I sent you was the last one, not this one, because
November
it was
29.
all over a week ago. I think it was 21st, probably.
I didn't get that one then. I
Yeah.
didn't
Well,
get.
I put it in the mail to you. I think it was the 21st. I don't know. I know it's more than a week ago. I'll have to look because I made a note of what I sent you.
Oh, I think I know. The 21st of November, I get the college prep. I don't see the paper.
Yeah, well,
But no,
I sent both of them, college prep and GED prep.
I got GED, but the 17th of November.
Okay. That may have been out because I know it's been a while that I sent them. So it may not have been the
Okay.
21st. It may have been a week before. But I know I sent the homework from both GED prep and college prep. Okay. Maureen, you sent me this and you had them all correct. So let's go with Marietta because I didn't get hers.
I
Now,
did. I
you
did send.
said you sent it to me, Marietta, but I didn't get it. Only thing I got was the wrong format, the one you sent me, 4 pages. Remember, I told you I wasn't going to check 4 pages
That one.
because one page with just the answers is sufficient. You don't have to rewrite all the work.
I
Okay.
sent it. Probably you didn't.
Yeah, well, I didn't get it. You may have sent it, but I didn't get it. But I'll check. You emailed it or you texted?
I emailed it to you.
Okay, well, I'll check my spam email.
You went. You have to go to message.
Well, message is text.
Yeah, message.
So you text me, you said, right?
Yeah, I sent
Well,
it to message.
I didn't get a message because I checked my messages. So that's okay. You can answer right now. Okay, Marietta, here's the graph.
Mm-hmm.
And the heading says recommended daily caloric intake for American boys. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you put? What information is this graph showing you? What did you put there?
Information bar.
No. What did you put for your answer number one?
Um, Number one,
Yes.
I put what information is this graph shows below? I put information bar.
No, you're supposed to say what is showing you. That's the subject of the graph.
It's showing you the information bar.
But what is on the information bar?
The graph.
120.
No, what's the title of the graph, Marietta?
I can't see.
Oh, you don't have your paper.
I can't see the thing.
Do you have your paper? Did you write it out or whatever?
I just put information is showing the information bar.
Okay. Maureen, what did you have?
Huh?
What did you have for number 1? What information is this graph showing you?
The calories for the boys, for the American boys.
The calories for the American boys.
Intake for
Yeah.
Yeah, I write all of that.
You didn't have to write it all, Maureen. You said something
I
else,
know.
but you could have just written the heading recommended. Okay. REC.
Oh, I didn't put that one. I didn't put let me see.
Well, it's
Right,
the heading. It's
put,
the heading of the graph,
yeah, I just
Marietta.
put calories intake for American boys. I didn't
And
want to
that's
recommend it.
great. That was
Yeah.
fine, Maureen. What you put
Yeah.
was fine. But I'm telling you, when you the
Oh,
information is the title of the graph, which is recommended.
Recommended,
Okay. Recommended. Okay. Daily caloric, or you could have just said calorie intake for American boys, right? So let's just say for American boys. Okay, so what information is this graph showing you? You could have put it in various forms, like Maureen, you just said what?
Yeah.
Daily calorie for American boys. Or you could have just looked at the heading and wrote the heading. Okay. Not just information bar, Marietta. You've got to say what information is being shown. What is being shown here is showing you daily calories taken by American boys, the recommended daily calories for American boys.
Okay.
All right. So there's various answers, but it can't just be information bar. It has to be descriptive, has to say what is in that information. You got it, Marietta?
Yeah, I didn't put the whole thing.
No, you didn't have to put the whole thing, but you should have certainly said daily calorie recommended for American boys.
Okay.
All right. Now, what does the vertical axis represent, Marietta? That's the vertical over here. What's on the vertical?
Where are you?
Number 2.
I put
What did you have for number 2?
I put group presenting age group.
No, vertical is right here.
Oh.
So what are these numbers?
I don't see the numbers. That's why I tell you.
No, don't worry about the numbers. What are they? They are calories.
Calories.
Yeah, calories.
So you just put calories.
Yeah.
That's the answer for number 2. Got it?
There are pointed to calories.
Okay. Now, okay, so Marietta, what's on the horizontal? That's right here. What's shown here on the horizontal axis?
The age group.
Age groups, very good. Okay, so then you put here age groups, right?
Yeah.
Let's put this here, age groups. That takes care of 1, 2, and 3. The heading of the graph, what's on the horizontal, what's on the vertical. Okay, now number 4, what is the amount of daily calories recommended for a boy 12 years of age? Marietta, what did you put?
2700.
Very good, excellent, because when you look at 11 through 14, the 12-year-old will fall within that, and at the top of the bar, and you read over to the left, that's 2700. So the answer here would be 2700. Okay. Any questions on that graph?
No.
No, miss.
That bar graph. Okay. Now, Mercedes, based on the age groups, which are here, and the the size of the bars, would you say as boys get older, the number of calories consumed daily, are they increasing or decreasing?
I would say increasing.
Increasing, very good. So answer number 5 would be increase. That's the answer. So Maureen, you had all of those correct. That's why I wasn't asking you on those, because you sent me yours and I checked it. You had all those correct. Any questions on this bar graph?
No, miss, this was not bad.
Yeah, because I gave you the graph and it was labels, and you were to look at the labels and
Good
answer
observation.
the questions. Yes, Mercedes.
Good observation.
Yes, yes, yes. Then this shows you that, okay, there's the bars as characteristic of a bar graph, the bars, and the height of the bars represent the value. So when you look at the height, you go to the left, you see what? Calories. And you look here, each bar represents an age group. Got it? Okay, so
Okay.
let's go to the next. See if I can scroll to the next. There we go. All right, now we have another bar graph. 12th grade enrollments. Maureen, what's on the bottom on the horizontal? What is shown here?
The ages and
Maureen?
the years.
The years. Yeah, 2012, 2013,
14,
2014,
15, and 16.
2015, and 16. And what's shown over here on the vertical, Maureen? What are these numbers over here on the vertical?
I just can't remember this card then.
Well, they're the enrollments,
Oh yeah, enrollment.
right? Because the title of the graph says
enrollments,
12th grade enrollments. So these are the enrollments. Now, you probably can't see these here, but they're 59, 136,
89, miss.
140. I'm sorry.
The first one is 89.
Yeah,
Zoom.
89. Okay.
136,
Let's
145,
let
148, and
let
152.
me move it over some. Okay. 89, one what? This one is what?
36, 136.
136, 145, 148, and 152. Okay. Now, the question says, the first question, and remember we say questions 6 through 8, you use this bar graph. Now, what is the difference of 12th grade enrollments from the year 2012 to the year 2015? Mercedes, how would you calculate that?
What's the difference? The difference is 3 years apart. And if I'm calculating.
No, it says 12th grade enrollment. Enrollment is over here on the vertical.
Okay.
And it's also at the top of the graph.
Yeah, so ask the question again, please. What's the difference?
What is the difference of 12th grade enrollments from the year 2012 to the year 2015? So you've got to look at what 2012 is and then look at what 2015. So 2012 is what value?
2012 is 89.
Okay, that's
2015 is 148.
that's 89. Okay, and 2015?
That's sorry, 48.
148. Okay. Now what's the difference?
So the difference is you're gonna subtract, I think, 8 and 9. So the answer, the difference is 56.
There's no 56.
Oh, yeah, 50, but I got.
148 minus 89, right?
Oh, sorry. I made a mistake.
What is
59.
I put
what's
45 instead of
so
48.
okay, so what is it equal to,
So
Mercedes?
the, so the answer should be 59. The answer
Okay.
C. D, beg your pardon, D.
Okay, so answer D.
Yeah, I had to back over mine because remember, Miss Barbara, I had make a mistake because I said I write what was the difference. I write what was the distance. But that way I
Oh,
didn't get mine right because I then when I went back in my phone, I said, well, it's difference and how come I write distance?
Yeah, difference is subtraction, right? So you
Yeah,
look at the year
but I didn't have the
2000.
word difference. I write what is the distance?
Oh, you rewrote it.
Yeah, I write it wrong. So that way I get it wrong. Instead
Okay.
of difference, I put distance.
Okay. What is the difference? That means subtraction. Like
Yeah, I know, but
Mercedes said, take the
yeah,
2015 enrollment, subtract the 2012 enrollment from it, you get 59, answer D.
I know, but that ain't the case of it. When
All
they
right.
write difference, I write distance, but it's difference.
Okay.
So that way I
Now,
get thrown off. Yeah.
all right. So that's the answer. I was wondering how you got a different answer
But
there.
when I went back and my point, I said, oh, that is my mistake by spelling the wrong, putting the wrong word. Yeah.
Okay. Now, which year had the most enrollments, Mercedes?
2016.
That's it, the highest bar. All you have to do is look at the bars, right? The
Yes,
highest bar, the highest enrollment. So that would be answer what?
that would be answer A.
Answer A. Very good. Now, this one, what is the percent increase? And this should be of 12. It shouldn't be from there. So what's the percent increase of 12th grade enrollments from the year 2013 to the year 2016? Anybody? How would you find it?
Um, we would let's see, 2013 and to the year 16.
Yes. How
Um,
would you find it? You're trying to find a percent
Yeah.
increase, right?
136,
so that
So
13.
what's 2016?
152.
Okay, 2016 is 152.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now what's 2013?
136.
Okay, 136. Here again, you do a subtraction, right? 152, find the amount of the difference, then find a percent. So 152 minus 136, what's that equal to, Mercedes?
Minus what? 130 is, or 136. That's 16.
16. Then your percent will be the 16 divided by the 136. You get a decimal. What is that equal to, Mercedes? You have your calculator?
Yes.
Okay, so divide 16 by 136.
16.
16 divided by 136. You get the decimal 0 point what?
Okay. 1 sec. I think I wrote it wrong. 1 sec. I'm coming. You say 136 divided by 16, right?
No, 16 divided by 136.
Okay. Okay, I thought I had it wrong. So the answer I got is 0.117 and keep going.
Okay, 0.1176. Okay. Now, what would that be as a percent if you rounded it off? What would it be?
That would be
How do you go from decimal to percent?
move the decimal point to,
Yeah,
I don't know if it's
two
left or
places to what?
I don't know if it's left or right.
Well,
I
you move it
always,
2 places to the right or then multiply by 100. So what would be the percent?
or multiply by 100.
Yeah, multiply the decimal by 100. And if you round it, you don't, what would be the percent? 2 digits.
That would be 12%.
That's it. Very good.
Yeah, we got it.
Very good. That's the answer. 12%.
As I look at the
Maureen,
7,
what happened?
that,
You wrote a
and
number there. You
and
didn't write
7.
a percent.
I know.
What happened? To get a
I have a
percent, you got to get difference, then divide by the original, which is the smaller number.
Miss, I started to do that mental a while ago, because I said, oh, 12, what's again? So I look at 11, I say, oh, 7 is 1. So 12,
Well,
11
7
is
is
12.
5 or greater, so you're going to bump the 1 up
Yes,
to 2,
1.
right? So
Yes.
the answer for number 8 is 12%. Any questions on this bar graph? Marietta,
Okay.
you okay with this?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you do this one?
Mm.
Did you do 6, 7, and 8?
Yeah, I did them.
Okay. Did you have the answers correct?
Yeah,
You had 6, 7, and 8 correct?
I didn't have it correct.
Okay. All right. Okay. But you had 6 and 7. Okay. Very good. Any questions on this bar graph?
No, thank you, Miss.
All right. So let's look at, let's see, I went too far, I think. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Okay, now we're looking at the graph below to answer question 9. Okay, there's the graph. And, well, you have answers on the other, well, there we go. Okay, here's the graph. Approximately how much did the cost of soft glow wax increase from 1998 to 1999? Now, what was it in 1998, Maureen?
1998.
What would you say from the graph it is?
Okay. I would say like 538.
Yep, okay. Because it's right here below the
Yeah.
$5.40. Okay, so 538. Okay, let's go to the next one, 1999. What would you say it is, Maureen?
1999.
That's right here. And we go up to here. What would you say this is?
570.
It's not close. It's not right at the 570. So what?
569.
Well, 68,
568.
568,
Okay.
568. What's the difference, Maureen?
The difference?
Mhm.
568.
Because it said how much did it increase by, so you've got to take the larger number and subtract the smaller number. And what does that give you, Maureen?
B 30.
That's it. Very good. So you get 0.30. And that's answer B. There's your answer right there.
So what she did, Miss? She take away 540 from 570.
No, 568.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Say it again.
568.
568.
Well, 538.
Minus 538. Okay, that's 538.
560.
8.
Oh, yeah, 8 minus
538.
See, 1998, Mercedes, you're right here below the 540, right?
yeah.
That's $5.38 average cost. Then in 1999, you go up to here and it's not quite at 570, we'll just
Okay.
estimate it $5.68. Got it?
Yes, yes, miss.
So we take the difference, 568 minus 538, and we get 30 cents. And that's answer B.
Where is the answer?
Right here.
What's the answer?
Answer B, 30 cents.
What did I do wrong? I get 28 cents.
And you put 568
5.68,
Oh, I didn't put
Mercedes,
any,
and
minus
I didn't,
5.38.
I didn't put any,
5.38.
I didn't put any points. That's why. Maybe that's why.
Well, if you just said 568, 538, you'll get 30, and then you just point it off 2 places. You could do it without the decimal, but then you got to point it off 2 places because it's in cents, right?
Yeah.
So what did you do, Mercedes?
I subtract 5.68 from, oh no,
No.
from
You got to subtract the
5.40.
small from the larger.
So I wrote the big before the large.
Well, you would have gotten a negative answer, and there are no negative answers,
Oh boy.
right?
Yes.
Right? Because it said
Yeah.
an increase. And you can see it's an increase, right? It's here and it went up to here. That's an increase. Whereas a decrease is like 2000, 2001, or 2001 to 2002. Those are decreases. You see it's sloping down. Question?
No, thank you, miss. I'm fine.
Okay. Maureen, number 10. A rocket launches and accelerates as shown in this graph. At what altitude does the rocket speed begin to level off? What did you say, Maureen?
I had said 7, but I think it's 5.
That's right. The answer is 5. It says begin to level off.
Yeah.
Increasing, and right here it starts leveling off.
Yeah.
So your answer should be the 500 meters,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So this would be,
Oh, wait a minute, miss. You come down now to get the 500. Okay.
yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Begins to level off. You see,
Yeah, then
Mercedes?
I almost look at it and let me see the other side is speed and the altitude is
Yeah,
across.
there's the speed and there's the altitude on the horizontal. See, horizontal has altitude in meters. Vertical has the speed right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
So where it starts to level off is at the 500 mark right here.
And the next level is 900.
Well, it's leveling off from 500 to
I'm just talking
900. Yes.
just to show I understood.
Yes.
And then
Yes,
the
of
next
course.
level is 900. Yes.
That's right. So it starts to level off because you've got a big increase from, say, 100
Yes.
to 500. That's increasing, right?
Yes.
But at 500, it doesn't just keep going up. It's kind of leveling off, right? Not like a jump. Look here at 300 to 500. That's a big jump, right?
Yeah.
In the rocket.
Let me tell how fast it's going.
Yes. Any questions? Number 10. Did you have that one right, Marietta?
Yeah.
Okay. You knew that the leveling off started here. All right. So let's see. See if I can get this to. Okay. Okay, now that was number 10. And let's go to. Okay, now I have a couple of more bar graphs. Let me do a new share and bring up Okay, now this one would be vertical. I mean, it's bigger, you can see it. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, I've got a couple of more bar graphs examples that I want you to do, and then we'll go to our pie charts. Now, I'll show you a bar graph, has the 5 top grossing movies 2015. Which movie made approximately 450 million? Now, let me go to the graph because I want you to see this one. Okay, so that's the title of the graph, top grossing US movies in 2015. All right. Okay, now here are the movies. The Force Awakens. The movies are listed on the horizontal.
Mhm.
The gross that the movies make is over here.
Uh,
All right. Now, Marietta, let me ask you, you're looking at the bars, you're looking at the movies, and the question says, which of these made approximately 450 million? So let's go back to the graph, look at the bars, tell me which one you think is about 450 million.
450 million.
Yes,
the, this one
Marietta.
is
Mariette, Maureen, I'm talking to
oh,
Marietta.
sorry.
No, I want
Sorry.
Marietta to answer. Don't
Okay,
worry.
sorry. I didn't hear.
That's
Sorry.
okay. That's okay. So Marietta, look at the vertical. That's the gross in millions. The actual movies are here on the horizontal. Which one would you say gross about 450 million? Marietta.
Okay. Wait a minute. Um, average age thing. Let me see.
Which one do you say? Go ahead. I think you got it right. Which one?
Average age.
Avengers.
Avengers Age
Age.
of Ultron. You're
Yes.
absolutely correct, Marietta. Very good, because you looked at this one, you went over to your left, and you see it's between 400 and 500 million. So it would be this one. All right.
Barbara,
So
get 1 minute, I have to take a tablet.
what's the question?
1 minute, I have to take one pill. Give me a minute, that's for me back.
Oh, okay. So what would be the answer? A, B, C, D, or E, Marietta?
C.
Very good. Okay, so answer C. All right. See how nice and easy that one was, Marietta, when you can read your graph? Don't you
Yeah.
feel good? You
Yeah,
can
because
read your graph?
you can see that one better.
Yes. Yeah. That's why I put this one here because I wanted it in large print so you can see it. See, as the side by side is nice, but the thing is, it doesn't get, if I go to the big print, it's going to overflow to the next page and then it won't be as effective, you know? Okay, so answer C. Now there's one more that I
Thank you,
want
Miss
you.
Barbara, I'm back.
Okay, all right. So there's one more I want you to do. Now, what was the second highest grossing movie, Mercedes? Go back to your graph. What was the second movie in terms of gross?
Let me bring this up a little bit.
Grossed it, it made in millions. What's the second one?
Second one was what is this? Jurassic World.
Jurassic World. There it is right there. Number one was what?
Number one is The Force Awakens.
Right. Okay. And the lowest gross movie was which one?
The lowest was Furious 7.
Furious 7. That's the lowest bar. It's very close to Inside Out, but it's a little
Yeah.
lower. Okay. So the answer would be Jurassic World. And so what answer would that be, Mercedes? A, B,
What then?
C, D, or E?
I mean, for the A, that's the answer you're
Yes,
asking
yes.
for?
The second
A.
highest grosser was Jurassic World. There's the answer. ANSWR. Okay. All right. So that's the answer. Let me put that here because I don't want to go to the next page. Okay. There's the answer. Now we want to go. Any questions on bar graphs?
No, Miss, I didn't know I could do bar graphs.
Okay, so you did very well. Everybody did excellent on that one. Now I think you're gonna have fun with the pie charts. And why do we call them pie charts, Maureen?
Circular shape. I'm beg your
What
Uh,
look
pardon.
like pizza?
Maureen, why do we say pie charts?
What look like a pizza?
Yeah, like a pizza pie.
Mm-hmm.
It's called pie charts.
Careful now because they're making pizza in square.
Yeah, but
Not
most, yeah, they've always made pizzas in squares. But the at
well,
the
the
regular pizza is a circle shape,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why where the pie comes from a pie, right? It doesn't have to be pizza. It could be apple pie, pumpkin pie, whatever. But anyway, it's a round shape, a circle. They sometimes call pie graphs or circle graphs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the values you see on the graph, they could be in fractions. That means the total on the graph is 1. They could be percents. The total is 100%. And they could be degrees because a circle is what? 360 degrees. So keep that in mind that when you're looking at these pie charts, all the sections, they'll add up to 1 if they're in fractions. If they're percents, they add up to 100. If they're in degrees, they add up to 360. Also, keep in mind that sometimes values are sometimes omitted in these pie charts, but you should be able to determine what they are by the size of the section. All right. Now, what does that
Yeah.
mean? Let me just go to the whiteboards. Okay. Okay. Here is a circle, right? All right. Now, let me just draw it in half, right? And let's just draw this in half. And then I'll draw this in half. Then I ask you, question mark, what's the size of this section of the graph as a fraction? Anybody?
That piece would be 1.
No.
Oh, so
The
1. Oh,
whole thing is 1.
okay. I'm saying it wrong.
This is
The whole piece is divided in 6 pieces. So because you put question sign in 1, that's how I would say 1 upon 6.
no.
So that's not what you mean?
No. Okay. How much is this right here?
3 across there.
No, this whole section here is how much?
Oh, off.
That's a half, right?
Yes.
Maureen, what is this section right here? How much is a fraction?
Oh, I know what that is.
Maureen?
It looked like a half.
No.
This is the half right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I drew the line through it. That's a half.
Yeah. So that little piece is a quarter, right?
And this is 1/4.
Yes.
Right? Isn't that 1/4?
Uh-huh.
Now, if you take the 1/4 and divide it in half, it's not quite divided in half, but this is a half. What would this question mark represent, Maureen? What fraction?
One fraction. One slice of a fraction.
Okay, this is a slice. What
Yeah.
does it represent as a fraction?
1/2.
No, a half is here.
Yeah, look at the thing.
This is a half. This whole thing right here is a half. And this is a half. This is half of the half, which is a fourth. That whole section there represents a fourth. Now, if I take that fourth and divide it into half, what fraction is that, Maureen?
Fractions.
Yes. What's 1/2 of a fourth, Maureen?
1/2 of a fourth is a quarter.
No, 1/4 is a quarter. Do you know, Mercedes? What's 1/2 of a fourth?
I'm trying to remember it's 1/8.
It's 1/8.
Thank you.
This
I mean,
represents
I'm so
1/8.
doubtful.
Oh, I see.
And my whiteboard certainly is not working. I was trying to write the 1/8, but this is a 1/8 right here. 1/8.
Oh.
There's another 1/8. Those 2/8 make up a fourth, right? So that's what I meant by sometimes you may not see the value of the section of the circle graph, but you should be able to figure it out because this whole thing adds up to 1. In other words, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. That's 1, right? Correct?
Yeah.
And then when you divide it in half, you have 1/2, 1/2 equals 1, right? And then if you did it in eighths, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8/8 equal 1. Got it?
Can I repeat that? I'm sorry, miss.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember why we call it 1/8. I remember you were correcting
Well, Maureen, Mercedes, multiply 1/2 times 1/4. What do you get?
multiply 1/2.
Yes, that's you don't have to. Well, that's mental math actually. 1/2 times 1/4.
I don't know what to do on this. I don't have my original calculator. I don't use
No, you don't need a calculator. Okay, let me go a new share. And let me go whiteboard again. And let me clear. Okay, now I said 1. Now my whiteboard is not working. So let me go back to my original. Okay. Okay. Let me, okay. 1/2. 1/2 by 1/4. So let me just put this here. Okay.
That'd be like 1/8.
Yeah, and put 1/2. Now multiply that by 1/4.
1/4.
Did you do that, Mercedes? And you don't need a calculator. Times
I don't have my
1/4. Okay, you don't need a calculator because you multiply numerator, you multiply denominator. Remember, multiplication of fractions is one of the easiest operations with fractions, right? Just multiply numerator, multiply denominator. Okay, let's just put this here. Okay, so 1 times 1 is what, Mercedes?
1.
Yeah, 1 times 1 is 1. And 2 times 4 is what?
8.
That's how you get the 1/8.
Oh. I didn't think of cross multiply.
No, it's not cross multiply, it's multiplication of fractions. Multiplication of fractions is multiply numerator, multiply denominator. And then simplify.
I get the 8, but I do it a different way.
I'm sorry?
I got 8, but I do it the old fashioned way.
What do you mean the old fashioned way?
I put a line underneath the fractions and I put a 8 below it, okay? Because the two numbers can go into 8 leaving without leaving a remainder. So I says 2 into 8 goes 4, 4 ones 4. And then I say 4 into 8 goes 2 times 2 ones 2. The 2 under the and then says 2 times 4 would make 8.
Why are you doing all of that, Mercedes?
Because long ago, Miss, that's all they used to teach us to do it.
No, no,
Now it's
no, no.
an easier way.
Multiply fractions is numerators multiplied over denominators multiplied.
Okay. Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. I said you could do it without a calculator. You don't need a calculator. You just say 1/2 times 1/4. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 4 is 8.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. And then when we had it visual, I had the 1/2 and we had the we divided it into 1/4, and then I said, what's half of the fourth? And the half of the fourth is 1/8. Think about it, percent. What's half of 25%? Mercedes.
Half of 25%. Half of 25%.
Mental math.
Oh boy.
What's half of
Nothing.
25%?
I don't know the answer.
No, sure you do. What's half of 24?
12.
Okay. What's half of 1?
1.
What's 1/2 of 1?
You say 1/2.
Of the number 1. 1/2 of 1.
1/2 of 1.
What's half of $1?
That's 50. So that's what they called 1/2 of
No,
1.
what's half of $1? You didn't give me the answer.
Yeah, I said 50.
I didn't say $100.
Oh,
I say what's half of $1?
half of $1 is 50 cents.
50 cents. So that's a half, right?
Yes.
So half of $1 is 1/2. So I was just trying to show you how you get 25, half of 25% without having to use calculator or pencil paper. Because if you know half of 24 is 12 and you have one more to the 24 to 25, that's a half. So 1/2 of 25% is what? 12.5%. Right?
So you're saying 1/2 of
1/2 of 25% is 12.5%.
Excuse me.
Mercedes, question?
no. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I was showing you that you didn't have to use pencil and paper because 25 is 24 plus 1, right? And you
Yeah.
know 24, half of it is 12, half
Oh,
of
got
1
you.
is a half. Put the two together, you get 12.5.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so you don't have to memorize a lot of these. Remember when I gave you a list of fractions and decimals and percents? So if you
Okay.
know a half, you should know a fourth, you should know an eighth, right?
Okay.
So if I ask you, I say 1/2 is what percent, Mercedes? You tell me what?
12.5.
1/2 is what percent?
12.
One 1/2 is what percent, Mercedes?
1/2 is 25%.
No, 1/2.
Lord, my head is like a coconut now. I want to sleep.
Maureen, 1/2 is what percent?
1/2 is 50%.
50%, Mercedes. Just like half of
Oh,
$1 is 50 cents.
Barbara, hold a minute. Let me explain something. You see, when you say 1/2 to me, it sounds like you write 1 and then you put on 1 up on 2. That's what's in my head.
Well, that's what's 1/2
Yeah,
is.
there's what
1
there's a
over
half.
2.
No. First, you write. Listen to what I'm saying and write it down. Right. Make 1. Write 1.
Okay.
Then you put 1 over 2. 1. Cross. Put 2 at the bottom.
No. 1/2 is 1/2. I just put 1
It
and
sounds to me like one and a, let me say it this way, 1.5. You're saying to me. That's what I'm saying. Then when you write it now, so you're saying half.
1/2 is 1/2,
One
Mercedes.
half is one over two.
What else could it be, Mercedes? Tell me. What else could it be?
Couldn't be what the way you call it. It sounds like you're saying 1.5 to
No,
me.
I didn't say 1.5. I said 1/2.
Half. You're right. You're right. But
Right?
I'm
I did
thinking
not
like
say
one.
you are saying 1.5. I did not
Yeah,
say
but in
that.
my head, when you speak, I'm putting one with a half beside it.
No,
And then I'm
let
saying,
me put it in words here. 1/2.
okay.
That means 1/2.
Or two. Yeah, but I'm thinking we say one half is you say so fast it sounds like you're saying one and half again. That's what it sounds to me all the
Does
time.
that sound like that to anybody else?
No, no.
No,
Well, because I'm
Mercedes,
used
you
to,
putting that in your mind.
no, I'm used to teachers back home speak just like that, and it's 1.5. They mean serious.
No. When I
That's
say 1/2, that's exactly what I mean. 1/2. If I was saying 1 and 1/2, I would say 1 and 1/2. That's a mixed number, right? A whole number and a fraction. I didn't say a whole number and a fraction. Remember,
that's
I
why
was talking just fractions.
yeah, because that's why I know that half is 50%, but I'm just thinking with the one with it all the time. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but think fractions, Mercedes.
Yeah, I got
What
it.
top number over bottom number, numerator over denominator.
I
Okay.
got it, but I was misunderstanding the way you said it. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
So 1/2 is 1/2. 1/4 is what?
One
What is
is
that as a percent, Mercedes? 1/4. What percent?
25.
25%. Just like a quarter is 1/4 of a dollar,
Yeah.
right? 1/4, that's equal to, let's put, Mercedes, I'm still hearing that noise from you.
I don't know where you're coming from. It's something in
25%. Yeah, there's something going on with you because I'm still hearing
something.
it. It's like a rumbling. If you
I'm
go
gonna
to mute, I won't hear it.
I'm gonna take it back in and find why is it making sound like one.
Yeah, find out why, okay? Now, I just want to make sure we cleared up the fractions.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you got it? So what I was saying is if you know 1/2, you should know 1/4, you should know 1/8. You should know the percent, you should know the decimal. Because 1/2, take 1/2 of 1/2, you get 1/4. Take 1/2 of 1/4, you get 1/8. All right?
I'm gonna go to mute. When I'm to speak, I put it back on.
Oh, okay. All right. So like I said, your pie charts can be in fractions, they could be in percents, they could be in degrees. Now we'll look at some examples that will have both. Well, I mean all three. Okay, let's look at this first question. A clothing merchant has 3,840 pieces of clothing. Let me just put a comma here. Of 5 types. The pie chart below represents what fraction of the clothing or of each type. PQ is the diameter of the circle on the pie chart. Now PQ, that's like half of the circle. You see PQ, that's half. Now this is in fractions. You see the fractions. Now you notice you don't see all the fractions, right?
Yeah.
What do you see for t-shirts, Maureen?
1/5.
T-shirts,
Oh, 3/8.
3/8. T-shirts, the yellow,
Yeah, yeah.
3/8, right? What do you see for skirts?
1/5.
1/5. Okay. Now, let's look at the first question. Okay, now we'll come back to this pie chart. How many shirts does the clothing merchant have? Let's go here. Now, notice, okay.
Let's see this
Now,
shirt.
notice you don't see shirts fraction, but you should be able to figure it out. So shirts right here, Maureen, that represents what fraction?
Excuse me for 1 minute. The next come.
It looked like
Wait.
1/2.
No. Now,
Okay.
Maureen, let's think now. Remember what I told you about what half?
Oh yeah.
Like this whole section here is a half. That's a half, and that's this whole, the blue, the red, the green, that's a half. The yellow, purple, that's a half.
Well, that's like 1/4.
No. If this is 3/8, Maureen, what
Yeah.
what is the fraction of the shirts?
1/8.
Very good. Excellent. Very good, Maureen. So shirts represent 1/8. So let's just put down here. Okay. How many shirts does the clothing merchant have? So there you go. 1/8. 1/8 represents the shirts. So I'll just put here. And that's great. You figure that out. 1/8 is number of
Yeah.
shirts.
So, Miss, my question was, because where it is a half of a quarter, right?
Okay. Maureen, you want to tell her how you got 1/8 for the shirts? Maureen?
I don't. I forget. I know the whole thing is a half, right?
Right.
So if the t-shirts got 3/8, the shirts will got 1/8 to make
That
it that whole part, right?
yes, because what Maureen is really saying, Mercedes, this whole half, which is the yellow and the
And
purple, the t-shirts and the shirts, represents 4/8, because 4/8 is 1/2, right? 8/8 is the whole, half of this whole pie chart is 4/8. So if this is 3/8, 4/8 minus 3/8 is what, Mercedes?
1.
1. That's how she got 1/8. So the shirts represents 1/8. So even though you don't see the fractions here, remember I told you when you have fractions, they all add up to 1. So you have 3/8, 1/8, that's 4/8. Over here, you have a half, right? All right. So she answered 1/8. So you take 1/8 of the total, 3,840, and that would give you your answer. So 1/8 times the 340 is equal to the clothing merchant has 480 shirts. So he has 1/8 shirts, and the actual number of shirts is 480. We took it a step further. Questions on number 1, how you figure out a fraction when you don't see it on the pie chart.
No, Miss, thank you.
All right. See, that's why I went through with the 1/2 and the 1/4, so you know how to figure out a section when you don't see the fraction or the percent or the degrees. Now let's take, okay, what fraction of the clothing are dresses? Now let's go back here. What fraction of the clothing are dresses? So you have here skirts, pants. Now, let's look here. What fraction of the clothing are dresses? How would you figure this out?
The whole one is 1/5.
Is it 3/5, miss?
What?
The 3/5?
How you getting 3/5?
Because oh, but here I'm checking the dresses instead of the blue, the pink. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Dresses in the blue.
No, this is that I make a mistake right when I think. Oh, no, we called 1/5.
How would you figure out the
So
dresses,
so that
Maureen? You
so that
know?
that whole side would be like 1/5, right?
What whole side?
This half. Like how this
Well,
three.
yeah, the half,
Okay.
Maureen, would be the blue, the red, and the green. The whole thing is a half. Now, the green
So
represents what? Now, you know what the green pants, what does that represent? What fraction?
Quarter.
That's a quarter. That's right. So you know pants are a quarter. You know skirts are 1/5. And you know the whole thing adds up to a half. So how would you find the fraction for the dresses?
mhm. So the dresses would be like one. I don't know. 1/over something.
Yeah, I know it's
How about one? How about one? Or I can just guess 1/20.
1/20.
Yeah,
Where are you getting 20 from?
I know.
Well, you get it, you're close. See, you see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
1/2, where does that come from? The 1/2 comes from this whole thing, right? This whole section, blue,
Uh-huh.
red, green makes up a half. And you have the 1/5, okay, and you have the 1/4. And if you subtract that out, and you write, Maureen, the 20th, because that's the least common denominator for 2, 5, and 4. And so if you put these over 20, each one over 20, you get 3/20. So the 10/20ths, which is a half, minus 4/20, minus 5/20, and you get 1/20th times 3, 840, 192, the number of dresses.
Okay.
So what you had to do is you had to take 3 things right here. You have pants, you have skirts. So look at it this way. You have pants, skirts, dresses, all add up to a half. So 1/4, 1/5 plus this fraction must equal to a half. And a half is also 10/20, right?
Mm.
So you can figure out how the fraction of the dresses 1/20 and times 3,840. To make, well, okay, let's say to make this easier. This whole section represents what, Maureen? This whole
This
section
section.
right here. Blue, blue, red, green. What fraction?
I don't know.
No,
That side. I don't know.
this whole side is what part of the whole circle?
Half.
That's right. So you know that the dresses plus the skirts plus the pants make up a half.
Mm-hmm.
So 1/5 plus 1/4 plus this amount represents a half. So you can write that 1/2. Let's see if you can do it this way, make it easier. Okay, so you have 1/2. Let me put 1/2 plus 1/4 plus the dresses n
1/5.
is equal to 1/2. All right, so let me put this here. Make this bigger. 1/2 plus 1/4 Okay, so let's go back up here. 1/4, I'm sorry, plus 1/5. So 1/4 plus 1/5. This is 1/5. Okay, let me just make this bigger and see if you understand this. Okay, so 1/5 plus 1/4 plus the dresses fraction is equal to 1/2. Let's go back up here. The 1/5 is the skirts. The 1/4 is the pants and the dresses we're looking for. But this whole section makes up 1/2. Got it? Questions? Maureen?
No.
Get the
Mercedes,
Okay.
you understand what I just said?
say again, I don't get how you get it.
Okay, let me put it here. Dresses plus skirts plus pants. Let me
Okay.
put it here. Okay. Okay. So this is I'll put them exactly the way they are. 1/5 is the skirts. So that would be skirts plus pants plus dresses is equal to 1/2. Is that clear from the graph? Let's go back up
Yeah.
here. Okay.
Yes.
Skirts. See, skirts plus pants plus dresses is equal to this whole section, which is half of the pie chart.
Right.
Yes.
You follow, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's go back down here. And if I put in the fractions, 1/5 for the skirts, 1/4 for the pants, plus n is 1/2. Now, the smallest denominator that I can use for 5 and 4 and the 2 is 20, right? So 1/5 would be how many 20ths? What would that be over 20?
One. Oh, for the 1/5 one.
1/5 is how many 20ths?
1/20.
No, 1/5 equal what number over 20?
100.
4. Yeah, 4. Because 4 down 5 is 20, 4 down 1 is 4. So 4 over 20. And 1/4 is how many 20ths, Maureen?
5.
Yeah, 5 20ths. Okay, so there we go. 5 20ths equal. And 1/2 is how many 20ths, Maureen?
1/2
Yes,
is 10 20s.
that's right. 10 is half of a 20. Okay, so and then let me put my plus n back in here because that's what we're looking for. Okay, plus n. Now you can see your answer, right? What's 4 20ths plus 5 20ths, Mercedes?
Say it again.
4 20ths plus 5 20ths. Add the numerators.
That is 9 and 20.
9 over 20. That's right. Okay, so this will be 9 over 20 plus n equal 10 over 20. So you see your answer. What's your answer, Mercedes?
So, oh,
What's n equal to?
n is equal to 1/2.
No, we talking 20ths now. Where are you getting 1/2 from? To get n, you subtract 9/20ths from both sides. So that would be 10/20 minus 9/20. And what is that equal to, Mercedes?
You're saying take away
Subtract
9.
numerators.
Oh, that's 120.
That's it, 1/20th. So that's the fraction for the dresses. So once you know 1/20th of the total is dresses, you can multiply that 1/20th times the total, which was the 3840, and that's how you get the 192.
Back.
Questions? Marietta?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, okay. No, I was going through solving pie charts when you don't have all the fractions. And first we wanted to find the fraction of the shirts. Maureen, you want to explain how you got the fraction for the shirts? For Marietta?
I can I know the whole pie is half, right? This side, the yellow and the shirts, t-shirts and the shirts. This is like half of the pie. So 3/8. So this one down to the bottom got to be 1/8.
Yes, because 4/8, Marietta, is a half.
Is
So what Maureen is saying, if this whole half, and that's the yellow and the purple, is 4/8, if this is 3/8, then the shirts has to be 1/8. Got it?
Okay.
And knowing this 1/8, you can multiply it. That's the fraction. You can multiply it by 3,840 and get the number of shirts. Is that clear, Marietta?
You multiply what you multiply
The 1/8.
the 1/8.
The fraction of the shirts is 1/8. The total of the clothing is 3,840. So once you know the fraction of the clothing, you can find like how many shirts, how many dresses, how many skirts. So if this is 1/8, 1/8 times 3,840 would give you the number of shirts. And that's what we have right here. 1/8 times 3,840, you have 480. So 1/8 is the fraction, 480 is the number of shirts. Got it?
Okay. So
Marietta?
B was the answer.
The answer is D.
Okay, I see.
Okay, there's the answer right here. That's the fraction. But if you wanted to go a step further and say, well, that 1/8 represents how many shirts, then you multiply the fraction by the total and you get 480 shirts.
Okay.
All right. Now, what fraction of the clothing are dresses? Mercedes, you want to explain that one? Mercedes?
Oh, I forgot to turn it on back.
Yeah. You want to explain to Marietta how you find the fraction that represents the dresses?
If you take the quarter, this section of would have to divide it. The half of that pie would have to divide it in 8 pieces, and the blue part.
No. You only have 3 pieces over here.
Oh, I'm doing that.
You only have 3 pieces. You're not talking eighths here. You have 3 pieces, and these 3 pieces all add up to half of the pie.
Yeah.
Because when you draw this line here, Half of the pie is here, half the pie is here.
Yes, miss, but I'm saying that you say why the dresses is 118?
Where are
That's
you
what
getting 8 from?
maybe I didn't hear you. Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
No, I want you to explain to Marietta how we find the fraction of dresses.
Oh, I don't remember, miss. I'm sorry. I'm drowsy today. I'm sorry.
Marietta, are you listening?
I'm listening.
I didn't
Okay.
I didn't clear,
No.
miss. So
Okay. Okay, Mercedes, go to mute because your noise is
I'm sorry.
distracting. Okay, there you go. Now, pants, Marietta, represent what fraction? What fraction would you say this is right here? Marietta?
Yeah, I'm there.
What fraction is the pants, the green, right here? What fraction of this pie chart is the pants?
I'll guess one six.
No. This whole thing is a half. What's half of the half? What is this?
Half of the
What's half of 50 cents?
What's half of 50 cents?
Yes.
Half of 50 cents is there's no half of 50 cents. When you take out 50 cents is nothing is
No,
25.
no. What's half of 50 cents? Talking money. What's half of 50 cents?
It's 25 cents.
25 cents. So this represents a quarter, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you to understand the fraction. This pants represent a quarter, 1/4.
Mhm.
Because this whole thing, dresses, skirts, pants, is a half. But half of that half is pants. That's 1/4.
Okay.
You got it? So 1/4 plus 1/5 plus an unknown fraction is equal to a half. Right? This whole thing is a half. So let's just we put it in words here. Skirts plus pants plus dresses is 1/2. Skirts was 1/2, pants was 1/4, and dresses is an unknown. We just called it id. That represents a half. All right. Now, we can't add fractions unless the denominators are the same. So when we look at 5 and 4 and 2, the least number that will divide, these numbers will divide into is 20. So 5 goes into 20, 4 goes into 20, 2 goes into 20. So 1/5 is 4 over 20. 1/4 is 5 over 20. There is our unknown dresses, and 1/2 is 10 over 20. That clear, Marietta?
Yes.
Do you know how to go from 1/5 to 20th? Let me just put it here. Okay, let me put it here. 1/5. Let me put it as let me underline it. Because remember, I'm using the slash and the dash. Okay, so 1/5. Let's just put equal. Now let me just put okay, I'll put this. Okay, let me just put in. I'll just put in and put it over 20, and you just tell me what n is. Okay, now put here Now, 1/5 is what number over 20, Marietta?
1/5 over 20.
1/5 is what number over 20? In other words, what do I have to multiply 5 by to get 20? Five times what number gives 20?
Let me see. Wait a minute. Let me see something. 5, 10, 4.
What do I multiply by 5 to get 20?
4.
4, that's right. Okay. So if I multiply the denominator by 4, I've got to multiply the numerator by 4, right? Okay. So that means n is equal to 4. Let's put 4 here, right? Underline that. Okay. So 1/5 is 4 over 20. Right? And by the same thing, but by the 1/5, the 1/4 is 5 over 20. Go through the same steps, multiply 5 by 4/20, and 5 times 1 is 5. So you have 4/20 plus 5/20. And 10 over 20 is just half of 20, right? 10 is half of 20. So let's just we're going to the next page. Okay. So 4 over 20 plus 5 over 20 plus the dresses is equal to 10 over 20. All right. Let me bring this down out of the way. So 9 over 20. So 4. So when your denominators are the same, you can add the numerator. So 4 plus 5 is 9. So you have 9 over 20 plus some number n is 10 over 20. So Marietta, what do you add to 9 over 20 to get 10 over 20?
What you adding for you to get 9?
No, I have 9 over 20
And what?
plus some unknown n is 10 over 20. So ask yourself, what does this number have to be to get 10 over 20?
So you have to put a 1.
That's it. Very good. So this has to be 1 over 20. Well, anyway, I subtracted it and 1 over 20. So 1 over 20 would be the fraction of dresses. So 1 over 20 equal fraction of dresses. But if I know my total was the 3,000, let's go back up here to the total. The total was 3,840. So I take that 1 over 20. We found our fractions. Right? Multiply that by the total, and you get the number of dresses. Okay, here we go. So the fraction of dresses we found was 1 over 20 multiplied by the total of all the clothing, and we get 192 as the number of dresses.
Okay.
Is it making sense, Marietta?
Yeah.
So sometimes, like I say, you may not have all your values. Like it could be percents, it could be fractions, could be degrees, but you can figure it out because, let's go back up here to show how you can figure it out. First of all, the shirts you can figure out because this whole half is 4/8. So if the t-shirts make up 3/8, shirts have to be 1/8 because 3/8 and 1/8 is 4/8. That's a half. So you got that, right? But over here, this is also a half. Pants, you don't see the fraction, but that's exactly half of the half. So that's 1/4. So you know 1/5, 1/4, and whatever the fraction of dresses must add up to a half. That's why we could set that equal to a half. Questions?
No.
Yeah, just look through it again. So the point I'm trying to make is that you don't always have all the values, but you should be able to figure them out. Okay. All right, let's look at another pie chart. Let's see. Okay, so we did that one. We found the number of addresses. Okay. Now we're taking a pie chart. You got 7 different procedures in making a car. The total time is 1,200 hours. So you're going to need that, 1,200 hours. All right. You've got the procedures J1 through J7. Right. Now, let's go to our pie chart. Now, notice you have a legend here. The colors represent the procedures. And now we're talking percents. Now, all these percents should add up to 100. Let's just check them, right? 16 and 12 is 28, plus 14 is what? 42, plus 18 is 60, plus 20 is 80, plus 8 is 88, plus 12 is 100%.
100.
So these all add up to 100, right? So now, what will be the total taken in procedures J2 and J5? Okay, so J2 is what? That's
18.
18. What's J5?
The blue.
Okay, so that's what?
12%.
12%.
18 and 12 is what?
30.
30%. And the total hours is 1,200. So take 30% of 1,200. What do you get?
30%. 1200.
Mental math. What is it?
400.
No, 30% of
Or
1,200.
30.
30%.
Oh.
30% off. That's a multiplication. Make your
Yeah.
30% a decimal. Multiply it by the 1,200. What do you get, Maureen?
12. 3 is 36. Let's see.
So what's your answer?
36 some hours. 3,600 hours.
You can't have
Let's
more
see.
hours than the total.
1,200
Times 0.30. What's your answer?
360.
360. Did everybody get 360?
Yes, miss.
Answer what?
D.
Answer D. You added up the percents, multiplied them by the total, and you got 360. Mercedes, you got that answer, right?
Yes, miss.
Marietta, did you get the answer?
No, I didn't do it.
Okay. Well, J2 was 18. J5 is 12. So let's put J2. Okay. You just read that off. J2 is equal to what? What's J2? 18 or 12?
18.
18. Okay. J5 is what? 12. Add those two together, 18 plus 12, and that's equal 30. Okay. And that's percent, right? 30.
Mm.
And let's put the percent here. Okay. Now take 30% of the total, and the total was given in the problem as 1,200 hours. So 30% of 1,200. And that's equal to, make 30% a decimal, divide by 100, or shift decimal point 2 places to the left. That becomes 0.30 times 1,200. And that's equal to 360 hours. Questions on that pie chart?
No,
Questions?
no.
Marietta, you follow what we did?
Yeah, I find it.
Yeah, remember this is a legend right here, okay?
I
And the,
find it.
yeah, you found it? Okay, so the colors represent the procedure. So like the green is a J3 procedure, the purple is a J4, the orange is a J6, all right?
Mhm.
The light blue is the J7, the darker blue is the J1, okay? So we call that a legend. That's how you identify the different ones, all right? Now, I want you to do the next one. We did 3. So I want you to, what's the difference between time taken in the procedures J1 and J4? So go back up to J1, pick out J1, J4, and tell me the difference in the procedures. That means you got to take the
Well,
percents.
J1
J1 is the
is
dark
14.
blue, that's 14. J4 is the purple, that's 8.
Yeah.
So take those percentages
Please repeat
and
it
then
again.
get the difference.
Please repeat
So
this.
that's 14 and
Yeah.
8. Oh,
What's
it's
the
22.
difference in the procedures of J1 and J4? What's the difference between the time taken in the processes J1 and J4? So go to your pie chart,
So that's
J1,
it's
14,
14%.
J4, 8%.
That's
Take those percents, each one, percent of the total, and then get the difference and tell me what you get.
okay, that's 14 and it's 22, right?
No, you're getting a difference, Maureen.
Oh,
So you got to take them each separate.
oh, I see.
You got to take the percent separate. So you got to take J1 is 14% of the total. And what was the total? Let's go back up here. Total is 1,200. Okay. J1 and J4. J4 was the 8%. You take the difference of the percents and then multiply by the 1,200. What do you get? Take the differences in the percents, take the difference in the percents, and then they take that percent of the 1,200. Tell me your answer. Mercedes, go to mute. Go to mute. Yep. Okay. Maureen, what did you get for your difference in percents?
That's good, yeah.
No, 14 minus 8. That's the math,
14. Oh,
right? Yeah, take the difference in percents and then take the
it's
percent of,
6.
yeah, then take that percent of the 1,200. So what do you get? Marietta, you got it?
72.
72. Marietta, did you get that?
Not yet.
Okay. So J1, let's just put it here. J1, that was what, 8%?
Yeah, that's what I get, 72.
Got 72?
Yeah, I get B.
Very good. Okay. J1. And that was, let's see, J1 and J4. J1 was 14 and J4 was 8. Okay, that's 14. And J4 is 8. And you took the difference in 14 minus 8. And that's what? I'm sorry, 14 minus 8. That's what, 6%? Excuse me. Okay, so once you get the difference in the percent, let me just make that bigger. Okay, now once you get the difference, then you just take that percent, 6%, 6% of the 1,200. And that's a multiplication, so make your percent of decimal, divide by 100, or shift decimal point 2 places to the left. 6 times 1,200, and that's equal to 72. And that's answer B, right? Mercedes, did you get that?
She's on mute.
Yes, miss. I did. I get it
Okay,
already.
yeah, because she's got that interference. Okay, you got the right answer, right? Marietta, you got the 72. Maureen got the 72. Very good. Okay, so you're doing excellent on your pie charts here. Now, let's try another one. So we did a fraction one. We did a percent. I think we have a degree one here. Well, here's another percent. Okay, here's a circle graph, Overnight Express Industry for 2002. That's the title of this pie chart. And you see the different companies here, right? Now, I want you to do this one. You got 5, 6, 7. You got 3 questions. What percent of the industry is handled by jet messenger service and air express together? So let's look at your chart. What's the answer?
You said air and
Okay. Jet messenger service and air
air
express.
express.
So you see the blue
That
is
is
jet,
16%.
16%. Did everybody get that correct? Answer what?
Yeah.
That's right. Marietta, you got that?
No, I didn't. I was confused with this one. So
I didn't see the question good, mister. I didn't see pie chart, just pick the answer.
Okay, here's the pie chart.
Yeah.
And the 2 services are jet messenger and air express. So you look on your pie chart for jet messenger and look for air express, add the 2 together, 10 plus 6 is what? 16%. Go to mute, Mercedes.
Now I
Okay.
see it.
You
I didn't
see
see
it,
that.
right? You see it, Marietta?
Now I
10
see
plus 6 is 16%. So your answer would be A, 16%. Got it?
Yeah, because I didn't see the chart. I should just see the.
Okay. Yeah. But see, if I go to the side by side, then it's smaller. Okay. So let's go to number 6 using the same pie chart. Now, which delivery service represents 3/20 of the overnight express industry. So keep in mind, you're looking for 3/20th,
Uh-huh.
but they're given in percent. So let's go back up here. 3/20. So which one would you say? Which of these services represents 3/20 of the overnight express industry? So which of these percents convert to 3/20?
3/20. Let's see.
Remember, percent is a ratio of a number to 100.
Over 20 will
So
give you
3/20 is what number over 100, Marietta? 3/20
3/20.
is what number over 100?
Let me see what's giving you
3/20.
Is what number over 100, Maureen? 3/20 is what number over 100?
6/100.
Mm-mm.
No.
It's five. Five.
What
It's
what
five.
number over 100?
It's five will give you 5.
3/100 is what? 3. It said which one will give you 3/20th?
3/20.
So I want you to convert. Okay, here we go here. Okay. And this you could do without pencil, paper, calculator. All I want you to do is take the 3. Let's see. On the line, let's put 20. 20. Convert that to a number over 100. Okay, so that's equal to n over 100. Tell me what n is. Marietta, you got it?
Could be any number.
No, it's not any number. It's only one number.
And 15, miss.
What is it?
Is it 17?
What is it, Mercedes?
Is it 15?
15. Thank you, Mercedes. Because you multiply 20 by 5 and you multiply 3 by 5.
Oh, I didn't do that. I just multiply by 20 by thing.
No, remember I said 3/20 is what number 100? Just like Mercedes said, you 20 times what number gives you 100? This is a 5,
Yeah.
right? This is time 5,
Oh, yeah.
right? And so that means you got to multiply the top number by 5.
Okay.
All right. So that n is equal to 15. So n equals 15. Now on the chart, which one represents 15%? Let's go back up here. Which one is 15%?
Oh,
Marietta?
QW.
Yeah, quick. Yeah, you're right, Marietta. Very good. Quick mail. There we are right there. That's 15%. So quick mail would be your answer.
Oh, yeah.
So your answer would be E, right?
That was deceiving, yeah. Yeah.
Answer E.
That's correct.
Very good. Very good, Mercedes. Okay. Now we've got one more question using the same pie chart.
Mhm.
Which two delivery services represent 25% of the overnight express industry? So let's go to the graph.
Which two?
Which two gives 25%? Anybody see it?
10 and 15, right? Messenger service and quick mail.
That's it. There you go. Jet messenger service at 10 and quick mail at 15. 10 plus 15 equal what?
25.
25. That's your answer. So let's go here. And you put your answer there. It would be the, let's just copy those. So it would be the jet messenger and the quick mail. So let's just copy jet messenger. That would, and quick mail, right? So your answer here, I'll just put it here. Jet messenger and quick mail. Got it? Just
Yep.
read it right off the pie chart. Questions so far? You're doing good on this. I told you you'll have fun with the pie charts. Now here's a nice one, and people do use the pie charts for budgeting, right? Now this one is in degrees. I wanted to do one with degrees, and this is showing expenditures, which means expenses for a family on various items and savings in a month. Now the graph is given in degrees for 360. All right. So each one of these represent degrees. See, 45 degrees for others, 120 degrees for food, 30 degrees for education, 60 degrees for savings, 105 degrees for housing.
Housing.
All right. Now, so the ratio of the expenses on food to savings is what? Okay. So let's look at food and savings. What would you say?
120.
120 and
You said the difference?
No, the ratio. What would be the ratio? 120 to 60 is what ratio?
2.
Okay, let's go to your choices.
2
120.
degrees.
So what would be the ratio? Which one, Maureen?
A.
That's it. Very good. Answer A. 120 to 60 is 2 to 1, right? Everybody get that?
Oh, she did it.
Maureen, say how you did it.
I say 60 into 120 is 2.
Yeah, so
right?
that's right.
Yes, since 61.
So food to savings. Food is 120, saving is 60.
So
120
that's 2 to
over
1.
60 is 2 over
2
1,
to
or 2 to
1.
1.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. You got it, Mercedes? 120 over 60. That's equal to 2 over 1. That can be written as 2 colon 1. Same thing.
or get 2.
You got that, Marietta?
I had get 2.
You got it. Okay. Yeah. 120 over 60, 2 over 1, that can be written. Now, but remember, ratios can be written 2 colon 1, and this also could be written 2, 2, 1. Different ways of writing ratios. You can write them as fractions. You can write them with the colon. You can write them with the word 2, 2 to 1. Got it? Okay. I think we have another one with that. Okay. No. So that was one with degrees, but remember they all add up. 120, 45 is what? 165, 195, 255 plus 105 is 360. So a circles adds up to 360 degrees, okay? Now we'll do one more. Okay. And this is also in degrees. Population of a city is 8,000. And we have various occupations given below by the pie chart. Business, 60 degrees. agriculture 120, industry 108, and service 72. Now, I want you to answer this question. What's the difference? Okay, difference in population percent of the industry sector and the agricultural sector. So difference means subtraction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to answer that one for me.
So that is 108 and 12. 12 is
So
120.
108 population percent.
108.
So that means you've got to take the percent and you've got to divide, the degrees, and divide it by 360 to get the percent. Do that for both of them. Do that for the industry and the agriculture. So the industry is 108,
108.
the agriculture is 120. So industry is 108. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, this is
And
108.
120 is 228.
08 and okay, next I'll just put degrees. And the agriculture, that was the other one, right? 120.
That's 20.
Okay, agriculture. You could get the difference and then convert it to percent. Agriculture was what, 120? 120.
Oh, eight.
So you've got 108. Let's see. 108 divided by 360. And you've got 120 divided by 360.
One oh eight. Oh,
Divided
108 and let's see.
divided by 360.
Yeah, it's 360 is the total number of degrees.
108 divided by 360. Not that I get.
One,
Oh boy.
one oh eight divided
let's see, divided by,
divided by 360 into, you get 0.3.
That's what I get.
okay. And then you had 120 divided by 360.
Then 120.
I get I got 0, 0
divided
0.333.
by 360 into, come on, 120 divided by 360 into, I get 0.33.
That's what I get.
Yeah, I think I didn't give you the right thing to find because it's not coming out right.
That's what I get.
Okay. No. It's wait just a minute. 120. 120 was agriculture. Let's see. I don't think I gave you the right thing here. Let's see. 108 divided by 360.
Get 0.3.
Yeah, I didn't give you the right one. It was the 108 is the industry, and the sector was the service sector. Sorry, I didn't give you the right answer. This should be service sector, not agriculture. Now you can solve it.
Okay.
Tell me what you get. So you have the industry, and then the service sector was what, 72 degrees? Okay, so this should be service. And that was 72.
So one is 0.2 and one is 0.3.
Well, you could really subtract the degrees and then divide by 360.
I divided 108 divided by 72, I get 1.5.
No, you don't divide 108 by 72. So you could take 108 minus 72 and divide that by 360. So do the subtraction. You can subtract the degrees. Okay, so this would be 108 minus 72. And that gives you what?
That's what I had to do.
36.
Oh, not that one, not how I get it.
And then divide the 36 by the 360, the total. And what does that give you?
And that's what I get 36.
So what answer do you get?
I get
That would give you 0.10 or 10%.
Oh, I see.
And that would be answer what?
Uh-huh.
Answer A. Here we go. Answer A. Questions? So you can get the difference in your degrees and then divide by the total degrees of the circle or the pie chart, which is 360.
Let me see. What's the answer? Think the answer is 1. Oh, 10.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's industry sector and service sector. So industry is 108, service 72. Subtract the 2, you get 36. Divided by 360, you get 10%.
Okay.
Questions? The
No.
thing is, when you're given degrees and you go into percent, you have to use 360 as your total, because that's the degrees within the whole circle. This whole circle is 360 degrees. So half of it would be 180. 1/4 of the circle would be 90. Got it? Any questions on pie charts? All right.
Okay.
Okay. So your next exercise I'll give you would be actually all pie charts. I think maybe I'll just give you one bar graph and then the rest would be all pie charts. Okay.
Mhm.
So make sure you know how to do it, whether it's fractions, percents, or degrees. Fractions total is 1, percents total is 100, degrees total is 360. Got it? You did good today on these. Mercedes, you did good. You understood what we just went through?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right. So there's no questions. We'll say so long to everybody.
Mhm.
All right. So,
Okay.
okay.
Till Thursday, everybody, if God's
So
willing.
long,